The traveling Golden State Warriors today. Welcome to Minnesota, the home court advantage for the Timberwolves here at the Target Center. Thanks for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And it's the Warriors to start out. Now Golden State's starting five. Offense and defense with Durant and Draymond at the 3 and the 4. Cook out there with Thompson. And it's McGee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Greg, you wouldn't expect it from a Coach Thibodeau team, but defense was an issue for the Timberwolves last year.
And the Wolves brought in Butler to help with offense, but more importantly, his defense. And Butler, familiar with what Thibs likes to do on both ends of the floor, has the leadership the team needs, particularly on the defensive end.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Back to Thompson, top of the key. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
Gotta love the smooth shooting stroke of Thompson. Outstanding at shooting as soon as he catches the ball.
And Clark, one thing you have to love about Towns is just how self-aware and humble he is. He's always looking to hone his game, and even when he puts up a big night, he can look at the tape and find something that he's got to improve on.
Yeah, that's admirable. His humility and his selflessness, being aware of what's going on, where he needs to get better, and that's part of why I think he's a leader on this team. He'll own his mistakes, and he also is owning his personal development and improvement. So the future's bright for this guy.
That one is off. Well, Towns does so many things on the floor, already an elite post scorer. But, Greg, one area that he has struggled with at times is his defense against other bigs.
And I think he'll continue to improve in that area. What happens with young guys, though, is oftentimes you're in prove how good I am mode when you're young, and you lose sight of some of the things that help you win games. And I think that's one reason why he had one of the worst defensive RPMs in the entire league. But young bigs tend to take a bit longer to develop into great defenders, and I expect he will follow in that line.
Now here's Teague following the shot by Kevin Durant.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's Teague. Towns, the screen. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The screen from Thompson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
It was very close, and I wouldn't mind letting them play on that one. It wasn't blatant by any means.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Tom Thibodeau. D.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. He talked about the challenge tonight defensively and going up against a team that can really execute. He said those guys make the most of every possession. They cut to the basket, move the ball well. We have to make them take difficult, contested shots to give ourselves the best chance to win. We know how hard that is to accomplish, Kevin. Back to you.
Great job, David. So they know how dangerous this team can be if they get on a roll.
And that means contesting every single shot. It's going to take a lot of effort on D, but they can't give up those easy baskets.
Without question, you're right on top of it, Greg, because if you do allow this team to get rolling and get into a groove, you can forget about slowing them down.
Shot to stop the run. Towns, no luck.
Like the shot selection. They couldn't cash in with no defense in the area, but still, they'll take that shot every day and for a month of Sunday.
Minnesota off to a slow start. Looking for the first basket of the game.
That's his second foul of the first quarter, and they may want to sit him for a while to avoid number 3.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. T kicks to Bielitsa. There's a screen. Wiggins passes to Bielitsa. The feed to Gibson. Back to Bielitsa. Buries it from three-point range. Bielitsa's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And, guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes you get that first one to drop and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt.
Now here's Green. 6 on the shot clock. Jumper off the screen. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen, got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
Come on, this is a big guy here, Towns. I mean, you got to foul him a lot harder than that to stop the shot. I mean, he's just too strong. Now he gets a chance to add one more at the line.
And the Warriors bringing back the band coming into this season. Durant took $9 million less than the max. That enabled them to bring back every big-time contributor from their 2017 championship roster.
Here is Cook. Durant for 3. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And that stroke of Durant, effortless. I mean, easily pulling up from the perimeter. Textbook form. Beautiful to watch.
Now here's Teague. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Towns. No good. In and out off the rim.
And the Warriors not just re-signing their own free agents. They went out and got some other guys. Omri Caspi and Swaggy P. Hard to believe, but they might be even better than last year.
Green, the screen. Cook dishes to Green. No good on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 4. Outside Teague. Here's Bielitsa, defended by Durant. Offensive rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
That's the aggressive side of Wiggins, taking it up inside, inviting, embracing, and taking on the foul.
And with Andrew Wiggins, you know he can be deadly from mid-range, but he's seen an uptick in scoring, Clark, because he's been focusing on all the little things you need to master as a perimeter wing threat.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He has been focusing on those intangible, those small things that are big things in making a difference in how efficient you are on offense. He's improved his play running the pick and roll every year. He's excellent in transition and off cuts and has really worked on becoming a better finisher off the screen and roll handoff.
He hits the second from the line.
And still varying opinions out there of what Andrew Wiggins can and can't do. But one thing that's indisputable, he's an incredible scorer. Whether it's half-court transition, he can flat out fill it up in a hurry.
Here is Cook. They kick it out to Green from deep. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
And Bielitsa kicks to Towns. Minnesota gets it back with a new shot clock. Here's Gibson, and the layup's good off the glass.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Here is Cook. Down low. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Bielitsa with the bucket. And Wiggins, his young career just getting better and better at scoring, Greg, while increasing his workload.
Yeah, and very few scorers can do that, especially from that two-guard spot. Wiggins has that special talent where he can flat out carry an offense. Scary to think that this is a kid who is just scratching the surface.
The shot's good from McGee.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Wiggins. Stolen by Thompson. Green kicks to Cook. Passes it to Thompson. Green, the screen. Beyond the arc. Thompson misses. Timberwolves trail by 5. Wiggins kicks to Towns. Teague the pass to Gibson. Shoots from 8. Great D that time from Green.
Gotta give the defense credit. That was a great contest on a high percentage shot in the paint.
The basket good off the assist from Durant. Now it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Clark, if you were coaching a team, you had one shot to win a game on the line. Which player in the league would you want to take that shot?
I like a lot of guys for last shot circumstances. LeBron James is always on my list. Kyrie Irving is at the top of my list. Damian Lillard is a killer. Isaiah Thomas, the little big man, is phenomenal in those kind of late game situations. But I think I'm going to tip my hat to Kyrie Irving. Uncle Drew is my guy. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Man, Durant is a flat-out baller, showing off his wily strength on these tough finishes. He's a thin guy, but he's a strong guy.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
One shot.
You know, the last few seasons, the Timberwolves assembled a terrific young core. Now they're ready, I think, to take that next step forward, adding veterans like Butler, Teague, and Gibson. I think they're ready to win right now.
Now here's Towns. Kicks it out to Wiggins. No good again that time. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. For the Wolves in their breakout season that everyone was waiting for, the pressure is felt by the team. It's just hard to pick out when a group of young players, Clark, is going to put it all together.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but that Western Conference about as stacked as it's ever been, Kevin. But you know what? I think the Wolves are primed and ready to be contenders.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Minnesota. This one on the play, bucket's good, he'll go to the line. And that sends Andrew Wiggins to the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green. Minnesota shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
You know, you think about Wiggins, drafted #1 overall a few years ago. So many high expectations, and to be fair and honest, he's met most of them.
Here is Cook. Dishes it to Durant. Green with a screen on Crawford. Here's Durant. Minnesota with the rebound.
And, you know, even with him struggling, they're still up. They need him to find his rhythm soon.
Crawford outside. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, the thing they did there, Greg, clogged up the passing lanes, playing them beautifully and making things hard for the opponent. That's really good defense.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Jones.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Yeah, I agree. Not a lot of activity chasing down their misses. Some teams focus on getting back, I understand that, but you should send at least one guy after those.
McGee dishes to Green. McGee a screen for 3. Durant goes back up. McGee's shot is off.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Green kicks to Cook. Cans it from downtown.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
Yeah, and they've come out strong. I mean, clearly they've been the better team so far.
Now here's Wiggins. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Wiggins has got 6.
Yeah, high percentage look there, Kevin. I mean, Wiggins reads the defense and then basically just takes what he's given there.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
Jang, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Then for the Warriors, Thompson, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's Livingston in for Cook. Good on the bucket. That's now 8 points for Kevin Durant.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Jang with a screen on Green. Wiggins drives in, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Oh, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Free throw good, Wiggins. And both free throws good for Wiggins. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Thompson outside. Kicks to Durant. Over Gibson. That doesn't go either for Durant.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Gibson the screen. Crawford outside. Shot clock at 6. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Warriors leading by 8. Pass to Green. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford. .44 seconds left here in the opening quarter.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
From 15 feet away, Crawford missing again. Golden State's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Now, here's Livingston. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Thompson for the triple. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game. Now here's Jones. He's covered by Livingston. Jones, the pass to Crawford. He dishes it to Wiggins. From the baseline. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Warriors so far.
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
Exactly. I mean, they've made their presence felt on this end. Excellent job contesting shots so far.
Timberwolves trail by 11. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Minnesota, they've got Andrew Wiggins. Crawford out there with Bielitz. Then it's Gorgie Dang. And it's Jones in at the point. That's tipped. Here is Caspi, guarded by Crawford. Now the pass to Livingston. Here's Looney, back to Livingston. Thompson outside, 6 on the shot clock. Again, the miss by Thompson. Minnesota shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player they most want to build a franchise around. But he is not resting on his laurels. He said, "I work hard on my game. I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times." Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help Towns get better. He's already a dynamite player. So it's the Warriors now after the miss from Crawford. The dish now to Livingston. Picked by Pachulia, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, another turnover there. But, guys, overall, they've taken really good care of the basketball.
Timberwolves trail by 11. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Jang with a screen on Thompson. Shoots off the screen, and it's Wiggins missing. Golden State's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. The screen from Thompson. And Caspi has it in the corner. The three-pointer no good. The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. It's stolen by Livingston. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Pachulia. Rebound by Jang.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And, you know, Tom Thibodeau is one of the most respected defensive minds in the game in the NBA. Has a great track record when he was with the Bulls and as an assistant with the Celtics.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Warriors leading by 11. Livingston dishes to Pachulia. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Pachulia's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Warriors. And defense, something that this Timberwolves team has struggled with prior to the arrival of Coach Tom Thibodeau. At the end of last season, they started to turn things, Clark, in the right direction.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, you figure with Thibodeau, it's just a matter of time before his team becomes one of the better defensive teams in the league because he demands that you play that end of the floor all the time and the right way.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of blanks there. Can't hit a thing. Has to be deflating.
Some changes for Minnesota. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Gorgie Dang. And Taj Gibson is subbed in for Wiggins. The Warriors also with a sub. Young's checked in. Timberwolves passing it around. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Still in the process of shining his game up. Towns looking like a seasoned vet there.
Clark, as an analyst, do you feel you view the game drastically different from when you were in your playing days in college and the NBA?
Yeah, you know what, Kevin, I really do, because I've benefited from the different coaches we've had a chance to visit with over the years, and that's added to my perspective. And you tend to look at things differently when you're playing. I was always a student of the game, but clearly I think I've become a lot more analytical as an analyst, if that makes any sense.
Yes. The free throw drops for Towns.
And you know what's impressive about Towns to me, guys, at this young age? The preparation he puts into each and every game. He's a true pro in that regard.
Now, here's Thompson. 8 points for him. Back to Livingston. 4 on the shot clock. Right at the free throw line, and he drops that one in. Livingston's got his first bucket in this one.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Offensive rebound, Towns, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Hey, scoring off misses, that's easy buckets. Something Towns has the length and tenacity to do on a regular basis.
The screen from Thompson. Young left side. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Timberwolves trail by 10. And Bielitsa kicks to Gibson. And it's Jones, that time on the assist from Gibson.
Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Livingston with it. Pass to Young. They set the pick. Pick by Pachulia. Young passes to Livingston. Over Gibson. Livingston, no luck. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Jones kicks to Crawford. Crawford with another miss.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column.
Livingston dishes to Thompson. Off the pick, and he comes up with the deuce. Thompson's got 10 points.
Yeah, how about that move there by Thompson? Coming off the pick creates just enough room to launch that jumper.
Feeds it to Crawford. Gibson the screen. It's Bielitsa. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors leading by 10. Now here's Livingston. He kicks to Young. Picked by Pachulia. Young passes to Livingston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Jones. Over Livingston. Got a piece of it. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Again, the miss by Thompson.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Jones kicks to Towns. Over Pachulia. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
There's the pick. Young outside. Here's Livingston. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gibson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now here's Crawford. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Towns. Another miss by Towns. Warriors leading by 10. Young dishes to Livingston. It's Young on the wing. It's off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Wiggins is checked in for the Timberwolves. Teague comes in for Tyus Jones, and then for Golden State, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Pachulia. And it's Kevin Durant in for Kevon Looney. Livingston passes to Durant. Screen by Young. And they call an illegal screen here.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
Those are facts, man. I mean, if he's sliding his feet just a skosh, the refs are going to whistle him for it.
Cook, he's checked in for the Warriors. Timberwolves trail by 10. Minnesota calls timeout. And Clark, just how important to a team is it to have a veteran presence on it? Like, how did the vets on the Pacers help you when you were a rookie or a young player in the league?
You know what? I think it's invaluable, Kevin. I was a 21-year-old rookie. I left after my junior year at Ohio State. And veteran players, Herb Williams had been there a year or two. Guys like Billy Knight and George Johnson, Butch Carter were around. And having those guys talk about what it takes, and we were a very young team and had young veterans, but still they were invaluable in terms of giving you an example of how to go about your business to be successful as a pro.
And here's Towns. He's got 8. Towns, a screen on Green. Just 5 to shoot. Tries to snap the cold streak.
Not much success from beyond the arc for him here. They should look to work it inside a little bit more and get some easy looks in the paint.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Towns, the screen. Banked in off the glass. Towns has got 7 points for the quarter.
And this is where Towns loves to get busy. Doesn't matter who's on him. This is his space.
Now the feed to Cook. Green with a screen on Teague. Green, the screen. Here's Cook. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Teague. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Wiggins inside the line. The shot off that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. Cook kicks to Young. Over to the left wing. Cook dishes to Green. Green, the screen. And Young, here we go. Cook, the pass to Durant. Shot clock at 3. Over Gibson. And it's Durant missing.
Cannot give him that much room from mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
Towns in the corner. Outside Teague. Towns, the screen. Shoots from the line. Great D that time from Durant. Warriors leading by 13. And stolen by Wiggins. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Wiggins has got 10 points.
Hey, it's a simple game. Just take what the defense allows. Wiggins reads it, smooth with the mid-range stroke. Knock it down.
Cook, good.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
You know, despite his youth, Kevin, Towns sees the big picture. I mean, gets points any way you can, and we'll see if he can cash in at the line here.
For Minnesota, they have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls. And Towns drops them both.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And Young kicks to Durant. Golden State moving the ball around. And Young, here we go. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
Swerving in there, Young showing some tremendous athleticism that time. Caught him by surprise.
To the wing right side. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Green, the screen. 6 to shoot. Cook dishes to Green. Shapes over Towns.
Great timing on the block there. Towns helps affect winning in a lot of different ways.
Here's Wiggins. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Thompson. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Caspi, he's checked in for Golden State. The Timberwolves have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. First one falls for him.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Warriors leading by 13. Passes it to Cook. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Bjelica has it in the corner. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Bjelica's got 9.
Yeah, you know, not every point guard would be able to find an open man right there, but Teague is always looking for the right play. And, you know, he's yet to hit another 3 after nailing one in the first, but I don't think that's going to stop him from shooting.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Towns, and with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. 14 points for him.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And Young kicks to Green. Outside Durant, fires from deep. That doesn't go either for Durant. Here's Bjelica. 9 points in the game so far. Over to the wing, shoots the 3, and again, Minnesota with the triple.
And how about the consistency from range tonight? Really impressive.
Yeah, you know what? The defense can't keep giving him these looks. I mean, he looks really comfortable shooting from these spots on the floor.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Warriors lead by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports
Hey,
Halftime
folks, welcome
Show.
back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. The Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one.
Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, I see a team that's playing smart, moving the ball around to the open man, just taking what the defense gives them. There's a nice flow, a nice energy, a nice synergy to the game.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
I love it. You know why I love it, Ernie? Because they're getting the ball inside and converting, not just sitting back behind the line shooting threes. See, that's kept the defense scrambling a little bit, unable to lock in on anything. Get it in, We'll kick it back out, then you shoot it.
That's it for now as the second half's just about ready to go.
We come back to Minnesota now with a striking look at the 10th Avenue Bridge, downtown Minneapolis, off in the distance. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Yeah, he squatted on that paint area and owned it, perfectly using his size and that soft touch inside. That's a heck of a combination. Strength, size, and soft touch. Nice.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Timberwolves trail by 5. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Durant and Draymond Green, talented forward duo. Young is out there with Cook. And it's McGee in at the 5, roaming the paint. They get the rebound. Towns, no good with the layup.
And that's solid defense, rock solid, contesting without fouling. Well done.
Green with a screen on Wiggins. And Young kicks to Durant. McGee a screen. Golden State moving it around. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Now T. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Cook, the pass to Green. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
When he keeps his emotions in check, Green is a fantastic leader on the court. He can run a little hot, but there's no doubting his drive, his willingness to do whatever it takes to win.
The Warriors shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. Free throw good, Green. And both free throws good for Green. Timberwolves trail by 7. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, analytics has taken over the NBA, but Minnesota coach and president of basketball operations Tom Thibodeau says it doesn't tell you everything. He said analytics can measure a lot of things, but it's very difficult to measure drive. The magic is in the work. Kevin?
And Tom Thibodeau makes a good point, D.A. Analytics is certainly helpful, but it doesn't capture everything.
And, you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well.
The Warriors shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Nick Young. That's good from McGee. Teague with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Towns sets the pick for Teague. Shot clock at 6. Here's Towns. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Towns has got 16.
Yeah, terrific scoring effort from Towns here tonight, Kevin. When he gets on a roll like this, very, very difficult to slow him down.
And that one's good. Green.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Outside Teague. Towns, a screen on Green. Dishes to Towns. Over Cook. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Towns has got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Green. He's got 10. Towns with the steal. Knocked away. Here's Wiggins. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. He's got 13.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here is Cook. 8 points for him. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board. Wiggins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Teague. Here's Towns. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And now just a 4-point Warrior lead. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Durant. The step back jumper is good. And the Warriors lead by 6.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
And Bielitsa kicks to Teague. Gibson dishes to Teague. It's Bielitsa. A 3-pointer, no good.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A+ defense.
Looney's checked in for Draymond Green. Here's Livingston. Second chance shot. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Outside Teague. Here's Bielitsa. He's got 12. Towns the screen. Here's Wiggins, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Scoring barrage from Wiggins. Aggressive, focus. No one's been able to hold him down all night.
Here is Cook. 8 points for him. Now here's Livingston. He feeds it to Cook. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Cook's got 11.
Guys, he has been a major factor, big time, outstanding at getting quality looks and knocking them down.
To the paint, here's Gibson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Livingston passes to Durant. Kicks to Cook. From downtown, another 3 for Golden State.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
Here's Bielitsa. Pass to Wiggins. Towns the screen. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Wiggins.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Livingston. Wiggins with some nice D.
He is yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Right wing. Outside Gibson. It's Bielitsa. Off target with his 3. Warriors leading by 6. Here is Cook. He's got 14. Livingston kicks to Durant. Shoots over Towns. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one is on Towns.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but Clark, the other thing that sticks out for me, the number of assists they've made over the course of this game.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Durant had that 5-year stretch of leading the league in free throws made. He is a beast at the line.
Pachulia, he's checked in for Golden State. Caspi comes in for Looney. Durant hits them both.
You know, he's a steady hand at the free throw line, showing tremendous confidence in this one.
Outside Teague. Towns sets the pick for Wiggins. And Bjelica has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second. Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Trailing here by 8. Teague dishes to Towns. Back to Teague. Towns sets the pick for Teague. Off the pick. And the dunk by Towns.
You see Towns setting the monster pick? I mean, as he's filled out, he's become a real hard guy to get around when he screens. And you know, guys, early in his career, Jeff Teague was more of a scoring point guard. As his career has continued, he's gotten much better at surveying the court and creating opportunities for his teammates.
5 on the clock. No good off the front iron. Timberwolves trail by 6. Towns at the elbow. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Golden State. And you look at the style of play for the Atlanta Hawks under Coach Mike Budenholzer. Clark, it was all drive and kick. Do you think that helped Teague develop as a passer?
I think it certainly did, because when you play a system style of basketball, you kind of know where your guys are and where the best shots for them are, and it does help you be a more consistent and effective passer. And also, I think because of three-point shooting in that system, Teague became fairly adept at creating for people to get shots.
And it's Durant missing for Minnesota. They've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Teague kicks to Wiggins. He dishes it to Towns. To the inside, Gibson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. 6 points for Taj Gibson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Livingston. Gibson with the steal. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Towns. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And now it's just a 4-point Warrior lead. The Warriors have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Right side, Durant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And the first one drops.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Gibson. Crawford comes in for Bielitsa. And Jones subbed in for Jeff Teague. Golden State also making some changes. Green comes in for Jaja Pachulia. Young is subbed in for Cook.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
This is how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back. And that's how you move the basketball. Awesome passing leading to the bucket.
Back to Young. Three-pointer. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And there's nothing Young likes more than to be set up for his sweet jump shot.
And Zhang kicks to Crawford. Back to Zhang. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Wiggins with the block.
Great read that time by Wiggins, anticipating the shot. Sends it out with return to sender postage.
Crawford, no luck. Warriors leading by 7. And here's Livingston. The pass to Caspi. There's a screen. Green with a screen on Jones. Here's Livingston and the rejection by Towns. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Wiggins right side. Crawford outside. Here's Jones. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And it's the Warriors on the break. Young's running. The dish to Livingston. Pass to Green. Golden State moving the ball around. Livingston with it. Working on Jones. And again, it's the Warriors missing. In the corner, it's Wiggins. And a miss there on the triple. Golden State's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. And Young kicks to Livingston. Green, the screen. Off the screen, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Now Casper. It's Durant on the wing. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the way in. Durant's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high, makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter, and their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. We come back right after this. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
Come on, man. Let's get that lead. Got to get the ball moving. Get the ball moving.
Tom Thibodeau pushing his guys, wants to see a higher level of activity on offense.
Yeah, I mean, they're in a position to make a move right now. Coach feels that'll come through unselfish play, not hero ball.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Jones is out there with Crawford. Then it's Gorgie Dang. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Bielitsa in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Timberwolves trail by 12. Jones, the pass to Crawford. To the wing on the left, and Bielitsa kicks to Jones. Passes it to Bielitsa. Clock at 4. Feeds it to Gibson. Let's go. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Livingston, no luck.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Here's Bielitsa, defended by Young. And Zhang kicks to Bielitsa. No good on the triple.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Now here's Livingston. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Warriors leading by 12. Young outside. They set the pick. Off the screen. And the Warriors miss again. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's Bielitsa. Outside, Jones. Got a hand on it. It's Young on the wing. Rebound by Bielitsa.
Now that's superb defense in low. I mean, they played it well. Not easy trying to alter these shots without fouling the shooter, and that's a good job of doing both.
Here's Bielitsa. He kicks it to Crawford. Gibson setting the pick for Crawford. Back to Bielitsa. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. And the Warriors with some changes. Draymond Green comes in for Zaza Pachulia. And Kevin Durant is subbed in for Kevon Looney. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He gave them props for their defense. He said, the defense has been outstanding. Keep pressuring them, forcing turnovers, and we can win this one. Guys?
Thank you, David. Jones kicks to Bielitsa. Out to the right wing. Here's Gibson, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Taj Gibson is a solid role player, really one of the best we have. A good rebounder and defender with a soft touch from the mid-range and can score without having plays called for him.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Gibson. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Teague's checked in. Then for the Warriors, JaVale McGee comes in for Caspi, and Cook subbed in for Sean Livingston. Both good from the line that time. Warriors leading by 7. Cook kicks to Young. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Green left side. And again, no good by Golden State.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Jang, a screen. Crawford with the ball. Now Green defending. Here's the screen. Teague drives in, and Durant sends it back.
And Durant isn't just a powerhouse on offense. He also has a great sense of timing for when to block shots.
Green, the screen. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
That free throw good from Young.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's known for his antics, his sense of humor. Can kind of cut both ways for Young, though, over the course of his career.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Jang. Andrew Wiggins comes in for Taj Gibson. And Jones subbed in for Jeff Teague. And so he makes both from the line. Timberwolves trail by 9. Towns, the screen. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
The turnover total in the first half, only 1, but a totally different story here in the second.
Warriors leading by 9. Here is Cook. Green, the screen. There's the screen. McGee is screen on Crawford. Jones against Young. The feed to Cook. No good with the triple.
And I think that's got to affect your mental game. I mean, missing open shots like that, unacceptable, and it'll probably mess with your head a little bit too.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. He's off on the second. Towns, tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Timberwolves trail by 8. Jones with it. Bielitsa passes to Jones. And Bielitsa kicks to Jones. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Dishes it to Cook. Launches it. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Minnesota calls timeout. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they've been a bit unlucky. Some of it is poor shot selection, in a slump, no doubt. But it can be turned around. They just need to find ways to score the ball.
Jeff Teague, he's checked in for Jones. Here's Bielitsa. Wiggins outside. The kick out to Teague. Crawford, no one around him. And the 3 off target. Warriors leading by 11. Outside, Green. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now.
And really all credit to the pass there. I mean, he angled it just right. Set up the basket beautifully.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Towns. That's short off the rim. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Green, the screen. Here's Young. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Shooting 1.
So it's the Timberwolves now. It's a 16-point game. Teague dishes to Towns. To the inside. Young with the steal. He feeds it to Durant. Kicks it to Cook. From outside the arc. Another shot. And Durant lays it in. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
Here's Crawford. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. 4 on the clock. That one drops for him. That's now 26 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
Gaining a lot of poise in this area. Towns will make the mid-range jumper if you give it to him now.
Green with a screen on Crawford. Young passes to Green. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Towns.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Free throw good, Green. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Timberwolves trail by 17. Teague kicks to Crawford. There's a screen. Teague dishes to Towns. Over Green. Warriors with the rebound. Young's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Fires the 3, and there's Green on the assist from Young. Green's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, they're dialed in, locked and loaded from outside the arc. It's all about the triple so far.
Now here's Wiggins. Towns down low. McGee's there. 16 feet away. Karl Anthony Towns again. Towns has got 28 points for the game.
And, you know, it's quite remarkable when you look at his development. A perimeter player now in high school. Towns embraced more of an inside role his 1 year in college, and now showing you the full range of his game.
And the wide open shot from Green. And another 3 for Golden State.
They're giving him a little too much space out there. That's his 3rd triple since halftime.
T kicks to Wiggins. There's the pick. Crawford outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Cook. He dishes it to Young. Durant kicks to Young. Outside for Durant. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Wiggins passes to Crawford. Here's T. That one, no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Cook dishes to Green. McGee sets the pick for Green. And the slam dunk by McGee. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
I tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
And Durant sends it back. There's the pass to McGee. Cook kicks to Young. McGee a screen. Young against T. Shoots for 14. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And the defense that time was late. And you got to feel fortunate he didn't put that one away.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Kevin Durant.
And the sharing of the sugar, very impressive. I mean, they seem to know exactly when to get the ball to his teammates.
Wiggins with it, guarded now by Durant. Towns, no luck. Smooth sailing for Golden State. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Cook pass to Green. The dish to Durant. Back to Green. But McGee is screen on Towns. Here's Green. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he shot there. Earned those free throws.
And the first one at the line is good. He doesn't get the second one. And the Timberwolves with possession. Wiggins outside. That shot no good. Nice D for Durant. Here is Cook. Covering. Here is Cook. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled when they made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at that end.
And now we'll send it over to David, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. How did you guys get this win tonight?
Well, we had to get
You guys your best ball and again got the win. Congratulations. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.